Here's your typical hanging basket Mother's Day gift. Everybody comes in, they buy hundreds of these on the weekend. It's a nice little thing, has nice flowers, but it doesn't last a long, long time. Now we're gonna make something that's gonna last years, a bonsai tree. We're gonna take a fig tree here, and we're gonna take it out of the pot. It has a little bonsai stick on it already, but it's in this pot, it's not really a bonsai. But we're gonna make it into a nice decorative Japanese looking pot here, or we're gonna put it in this round pot. I prefer the round pot. I find it unusual, a little bit different than what your normal bonsai's in. So let's try the round pot. So very easy process. You'll take it out of the existing pot, break up the roots a little bit here like this. We're not gonna go too crazy because it's a healthy plant. The roots aren't really well developed on it yet. And we're gonna add a bit of this potting soil, which is especially for bonsais and different plants. Although you could use a gravel only, but I find that bonsais grow better in this type of soil. So we're gonna put this in the pot here. So then we're doing that. I'm getting everything ready. Here's a couple finished products over here, but we'll show them afterwards, I think. Better not to surprise everybody too early. So here I've placed this in the pot. You can angle it a little bit differently, over to one side even. Expose some of the roots here. Take some of the soil medium, put it inside here. Pack it in nicely all around. You can use your fingers or you can use a stick, but I like using my fingers because then I can feel everything. A lot of bonsai growers, they use sticks and they jab the soil in like this. I find it a little bit unusual because you can't really feel what you're doing, so I like using my hands. And we're gonna level this off over here. And we could do a little bit of pruning, but I'll do that afterwards. But the idea is just to get this in the pot. Place a rock in here. It's an unusual looking rock. Then we take a little bit of our gravel on the top. Place this all around. Just to give it this kind of miniature garden look. This is just a tropical plant called ficus. Very easy to grow. Very little maintenance on these tropical plants, but they'll live for years and years and years. And you don't really have to change the pot. This plant can grow in here for 10 years before you need to change the pot. So now we place this in the pot. We add a few rocks here and there. Maybe one here. One there. And we have our bonsai tree. Others that I made, this was from all these materials were from a forest. Not the bowl, but they were just some slate and some moss from growing on a rock in the forest. These are little seedlings that were growing on some rocks. I took them out, placed the moss, planted the plants in there, and decorated it with some little gravel I had lying around. Here's another one where I had an old jug. These were just made recently, so they're not very old. Old jug, I put a little bird on top, put a little tree in here, little rock over here, some moss, and a little bit of sand that's growing in now. And they're cute Mother's Day gifts. Mother's Day gift for 2025.